Welcome back, sales managers. Today, we are going to go through the order of events for the new hire training process. So that way you know how to get your sales pro in store as efficiently as possible. Now that you have found your candidate and entered them into the team config, they are ready to start the onboarding process. But we're going to break it down a little bit further. There are 5 steps to the onboarding process, and we're going to take a look at each individual step. Step 1 is the offer letter. All your WSP needs to do is e-sign the document to accept the job. Step 2 is the new hire paperwork. Keep in mind, it'll ask for employment history. If this is your WSP's first job, they just need to put that in, first job. But they cannot leave it blank. Step 3, the WSP selects how they want to get paid. Pretty simple, right? Step 4 are the I-9 forms and documents. The WSP fills out their I-9 information. A key call out. The last step, Step 4.3, will ask for an authorized representative to review and verify their information. It can be anyone over the age of 21 as long as they live in a different household. The authorized representative can be a friend, a neighbor, or their very own sales manager. Step 5 will show one of 2 options. This screen means the WSP has submitted all their paperwork, and now it's currently being reviewed by HR. The WSP just needs to wait for it to be reviewed and approved. If there's something wrong with it, HR will send it back with an email letting the WSP know what they need to correct. Our amazing HR department is usually able to review and approve by the end of the next business day. Once HR has approved everything, your WSP will see this screen. It tells your WSP they are ready to start. They can watch the guide on how to use 360 or Q-Tracks and submit their first service order. Your WSP will need to complete their first assignment within step 5 of the onboarding process. To verify they have completed that, check their profile for a first worked date to be generated. Now that your WSP has completed onboarding, we're ready to move on to the next step, which is the level 1 certification.
Your WSP is already signed into 360, what's also previously known as Q-Tracks.
Your WSP will need to pull up their schedule. They'll see the Volt training service order and they'll need to drag and drop it to the day that they want to schedule it. Once they open up that Volt training SO, they will see 8 courses listed. They'll need to go through these in a specific order before continuing on to the next one. As your WSP goes back, they'll need to refresh course results. That will allow them to move on to the next course.
Once they've gone through all 8 courses, they can click Continue to Service Order.
During the time your WSP was working on their Level 1 certification, they should have received an automated email from a do not reply at premiumretail.com with instructions on how to set up their premium retail email. Another key call out is to remind them not to use the Microsoft Authenticator when they set up that email. In that email will be a document with step-by-step instructions with pictures and everything to help the WSP walk through on how to set up their email. Keep in mind, you can pull this document up yourself in the worksite to use in the future. Within their premium retail email, they will receive an invitation with a link to complete the Volt certification. And just like that, your WSP is on to step 3 to complete the Volt certification. The big key call out on this one is they must complete the certification process once they've started it. It can take roughly 45 minutes, so let them know to be prepared. Once they click the link to start, it does expire, so they need to make sure they can do it in one sitting. After they've completed that Volt certification, your WSP can open 360 up again. They'll open up that Volt training service order and complete the actions. Your WSP can go answer those questions accordingly. The key call out is that question 5 will ask how much time they spent on day 1 trainings as well as the Volt certification. To be proactive, you can sign into Q-Tracks and pull up your WSP's profile. Under Attributes, you'll want to check for the Certified Wireless Sales Pro Level 1 attribute, as well as the Walmart Wireless Rep and Certified Walmart Volt attribute. To recap what we've accomplished so far, the WSP has completed the onboarding steps. They did the Level 1 certification and the Volt certification. Now we're ready for in-store training. Now you get to spend the next couple of days in store, working side by side with your WSP. You'll spend these 2 days going over the new hire checklist. This is a great hands-on opportunity to show them all the basics and procedures. And that wraps up part 1 of the new hire training process. If you have any further questions, reach out to your district manager or email the WSP training team.